Time to talk parenting this morning. Look, one of the advantages in this pandemic has been all this extra family time, right? One of the difficulties has been all this extra family time. Kids have been stuck together days on end for nearly a year now, and arguments, as moms and dads know, they happen. Fights happen. So how do you help your kids resolve a conflict and let them work it out themselves at the same time? Parenting expert Cynthia Kriegman from Positive Parenting Boston is here this morning to help us navigate conflict. Cynthia, I would imagine that kids now more than ever are arguing a lot.
Yeah, and often the biggest problem is that for us parents, what they're arguing about can seem not that important.
Right.
So we tend to be dismissive of the fact that they're having the conflict in the first place, and then we try to solve the problem for them just to make the arguing stop. So, for example, it's just a truck. There are 5 other trucks in this room. Here, you use the red one, you use the blue one.
So instead of stepping in, you say there's a better thing for us to do by making it kind of a learning moment?
Exactly. One of our kids' most important jobs is learning how to solve interpersonal conflicts. Yes, they need reading. Yes, they need math. But regardless of what work they end up doing, they're going to need to be able to negotiate disagreements with other people. So instead of trying to fix it for them when they argue, we can coach them to learn how to solve the problem themselves.
Okay, so what does this look like, Cynthia? How do we get this done? Let's say 2 kids fighting over one toy.
First, I suggest that parents pause and get curious. What is each kid wanting here? Second, describe the problem in a matter-of-fact way. Third, invite the kids to help solve the problem. And here's what that sounds like. This is a hard problem. I see 2 kids and only 1 blue truck. What do we do in a case like this? And some kids will suggest ideas off the bat, but if they don't say anything, you can offer some general ideas like, sometimes some people like to take turns, or sometimes someone will choose another truck, and then both trucks can work on the construction site together.
Okay, so as a parent, I've only got 1 little guy at home, so this isn't a problem I'm facing quite yet, but you've got multiple kids. Can you give me a real-world sample of this working successfully?
Sure. So I was out with my 9-year-old, my 7-year-old, and my 1-year-old, and I was pushing the stroller. So I asked my older kids if one of them would help carry a bag for me for a few blocks. Neither of them jumped at the invitation, but they did accept when I said, why don't you each carry it halfway? But once we were walking, they got into a really heated argument about where halfway was.
Oh.
It was getting very unpleasant, but I remembered, describe the problem, then ask the kids to help solve it. So what I said was this: it can be tricky to figure out exactly where halfway is. Forrest, you think it's at the corner. Forrest, Darwin, you think that halfway is at the lamppost. What do we do in a case like this? Then, without another word from me, they talked about the problem and decided to transfer the bag halfway between the lamppost and the corner. Case closed.
I feel like I love when you have examples from your family because it makes it sound so simple, although I know it's not, but it kind of puts it in context for parents who are probably struggling with this on a daily basis. Cynthia Kriegman from Positive Parenting Boston. You can find her on Twitter @Tools4Parenting. Cynthia, thanks so much.
Thanks. Bye, Melody.
Bye.